Hello, my fellow vampires! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to V Rising in 1.0.7. So apparently there's been another update, guys. Not really looking at the updates, I have to be honest. In the previous episode, we went towards the study, guys, and spent 16 hours to make all the scrolls and gather all the scrolls that we could, or gather books to actually not have to make extra scrolls. To actually unlock everything. We've got a bunch. We got new flooring. We got fireplaces, like everything that is in here. We also upgraded our gear. So we went from tier or level 5 gear to level 6 gear. And we went for a 2 set of the Blood Hunter and a 2 set of the Templar. Now, why? Basically increased weapon skill leech. So skill leech, weapon skill leech, 6%. And then we got weapon cooldown recovery rate by 8%. So basically we're getting our weapon skills back faster. And we're also restoring health from them. Now we have Blood Potion Scholar. Scholar is spell cooldown and spell life leech. And a possibility on a reset on casts for your spells. So you see where I'm going with this, right? A lot of cooldowns. So we can throw our spells faster. So we can throw our weapons faster. And then actually get the regen off it. Like, we know that if you go down way much, your max cap is gonna be lowered, and you kind of want to constantly keep it up, but we don't always have time to actually use our blood potions. So being able to keep your life up by all these leeches is definitely... Oh, that's not the menu I wanted to go for. It's definitely really interesting, right? We, of course, put down a bunch of carpets. We kind of set up a bunch of rooms. Like, we had a lot of time in between making those scrolls to actually work a little bit on our castle, guys. And we should now have actually proper floors for almost everything. So we did set up a little room here for the paper press, so we could just put down the matching floor for the library flooring. We got the prison flooring over here. Of course, study doesn't need any flooring. We got our flooring for our servants. And we also got a new servant, 100% rogue, guys. I basically sent him out previously on a hunt for fish. He actually came back with a decent amount of fish. So I basically sent him back out on a hunt again for 23 hours. With almost 100% completionist. Now the problem is that it is not a servant that comes out of Farmbane Woods. I think, is it Farmbane Woods? Yeah, Farmbane Hunter. So if he would get a Farmbane 100% one, that means he was getting 20% increased resources. So definitely gonna need to look at if we basically can find one of those, right? And now also with, of course, upgrading my gear. That means I'm now level, let's equip a weapon. Let's level 60 with 28.5 physical power, 642 max health, and 29.7 spell power. And then all the extra attributes that come along with it. Of course, the weapon skill leech, and then the, weapon cooldown, spell cooldown rate, and yada, 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 right? A bunch of new stats. We are more powerful than we were before. And it also means that we kind of need to go look at the V-bosses that are left, guys. Because, well, if we look at the table right now, we have got Terra the Geomancer, who's still at level 53, but we're already level 60. And you know what we talked about, like, the fights are not going to be as interesting if I'm just going to be too high of a level to actually face those bosses. It's going to be too easy on me. So I definitely want to make sure in this episode, I kind of, like, keep it up to date, right? So we are instantly, if you look back, we still got a couple bosses that we need to do. We got the Nibbles the Preacher's Rat, but the rat form is just not interesting for me at all. We got, well, there is one room in the Silver Mine that we cannot access without the rat form. That is true. Oh, Cap, I might actually have to look into that. We've got Kodiak the bear. He's got rugs and then hunting trophies in the bear form. The bear form is kind of obsolete once you have where the hell is Clive. Because, well, he's got basically the minor explosion box. And it does the same as the bear can do. So if we look at the higher level bosses that we're at, there are the Geomancer, 53. 53. She's got the gem cutting table, so definitely something that we are interested in placing. We got Raziel the Shepherd, who's got jewel crafting table, something we kind of need to start investing into. We got General Cassius the Betrayer. I do believe that's a new one. And he's also got Stygian Summoning Circle, Alchemy Lab, a portal between worlds used to summon blood souls from the Shadow Realm. Is this kind of like, well, I've been thinking about it a little bit. Is this kind of like a graveyard where we can summon like beasts that we can farm? Because we got a new end game, right? If we look at the map, I said map. So if we go to the ruins of Mloentje, we got now the incursions, and the incursions drop shards. And I'm kind of thinking that from the platform Stygian Summoning Circle, we might actually get souls that drop those shards. I'm not really sure. And then we've got Vampiric View, a brew that increases spell leech by 10% and blood type efficiency by 5%. So getting 10% increased on top of the Scholar Blood. Increased life leech from spell leech from spells. That sounds so incredible. And then the last one for Act 2, guys, is Octavia. And Octavia's got Ancestral Forge, definitely interesting. White Castle, and equipment storage. Weapon storage, armor storage, and jewel storage. So jewel storage is not something that we have yet. So definitely interested in that as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's go through the bosses, guys. Let's go to Nibble. Let's set up. We need to set up, because that's something we need to do inside, right? I think. So dominance, where the hell is it? Storage crafting? No. Refinement. It was refinement. It's the Verminest. So basically, I think we just need to place one of these, and then we can summon him, I think. Let's do that together. Let's see how this works. Other than that, I've never really used the Verminest. So we needed bones and stone. 360 stone. I should be able to have that. Clay stone. 3,000. Yeah, that's more than enough. And then it would be 80 bones. That is in the next room. It's in our alchemy room here. Got it nicely set up, right? And shards, bloods, bones, and dusts. Let's take half of this. Now, I'm not really sure what I actually need to summon the putrid rat. Let's do blam. We've got enough room here to fight him. Verminests. Here we go. Nibbles the putrid rat. So grave dust and unsullied heart. Well, we should have that. And then let's look at the rest, guys, that we can actually do. So bones and plant fiber for rats. We've got fish bones that are way more important for the potions than actually summoning a giant rat. Rugged hide. Like, I don't see the use of this, actually. Now, if you have alchemy flooring, of course, it's gonna be cost reduct. We got a mutated rat who holds grease, but you're gonna need to do sludge-filled canister. That is so expensive. And then mosquitoes. Random blood type. Like, the vermin nest, even now, I don't really see the use. Except for, well, the putrid rat, of course. So bone dust and a heart, right? Was what we needed. So let's put this away, pick this one up, and hearts should be over here. I think it was these, but let's pick up these as well. Let's put the stone away. And let's summon ourselves a giant rat. Defeat it. Should be really, really easy. Because we're like, what level is it at? Like, it was really, really low, right? People rat. Yeah, level 30. We're level 60. We should be able to beat that dude in like 10 seconds. Well, no, because he goes underground and then summons rats, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's put Rushmore on the side here. Just in case. Clayton might actually start helping us with defeating him. Might actually be... I hope he doesn't draw aggro. It shouldn't. Permanests. Let's do it like that. Do I actually need to place it inside? Okay. And it is what? Unsullied? Yeah, sullied. Nibbles the putrid rat. Okay, so we need 4. Let's do it like this. Okay, there we go. And then 1 heart. There we go. And all the rest can... It's looking incredible though. Although for this, I would love to keep it active. It's such a waste of resources. But I would love to keep it active like this. It looks amazing. Green fog. It really does look amazing. Okay, let's prepare ourselves. Here he is, Nibbles. Let's see how fast we can kill him. He already dropped. There we go. Do a spell. He's summoning a couple guys. They are not dropping any fur. And here's Nibbles again. And he's dead. I told you it was gonna be a... And this is why you kind of don't want to like overpower your opponents, right? You kind of want to have still a good fight out of it. Yeah, there we go.
I feel stronger.
Oh, and yeah, I forgot about that. He drops a bunch of rats, so that's pretty good. Not really sure why we use rats anymore. And yeah, that's the vermin nest, guys. And like I said, I don't really see any use for the vermin nests. I do have to be honest. So in total, 18 rats is not a bad amount of rats that you can get from this, right? Like early game, it might actually be, if you go crafting, I think the only thing that we use rats for is for the vermin itself, right? I think. Not really sure. Yeah, there we go. We've got boss defeated, and that means we've got now the rat form. And that will be useful once we go into the silver mine, because there is a room in the back, if I remember correctly, that you need the rat form to actually go in there. So, Kodia the Ferocious Bear. We know where he is located. He should be... Bear Cave. So, Vampire Waygate. Let's mount up. Let's go kill his ass as well today. Like I said, the entire episode is just gonna be bosses after bosses after bosses, guys. We kind of need to, well, we kind of need to level up or head towards the level that I'm at, so we can actually have some pretty good fights. So, yeah, the first fights are gonna be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I do want to keep my eyes out for that Farmbane Hunter or whatever left. Okay. The Farmbane 100%, so we can actually send him to Farmbane to farm, because there is a useful... The fishing spot is really useful if you can constantly have somebody fish there for you. And it seems we're getting a blood moon. Not that I'm gonna need it, really, but... Yeah, who knows. Alright, Sarah discovered. I didn't even bring my... Well, we kind of don't need it, right? So, increase spell power, increase spell cooldown, recovery rate, spell life leech, and a 15% chance to reset spell cooldowns on cast. Boost all above effects 25% is kind of something we're still missing. It should be more than enough to face Kodia, right? Still 25 levels above him. So without further ado, let's instantly go loot on his ass. Massive, and you can see the damage that he actually did to me isn't really high, right? We can knock him back. Now this one is kind of tricky, because if you do him a lower level, that knockback, like, he's actually faster than you can walk. So having movement speed on this boss is definitely something really good. But he's already dead. Yeah. Oh, I know or I remember like having so much difficulty, like going at the exact time when you reach that power level that you can go for this one. Taste of knowledge. What knowledge are you talking about? You're talking about rat form and bear form. There we go. So we have 4 more spots open, guys. We got human form now as well. Dominate, blood hunger, blood mint, and exposed vein. So yeah, a bunch of forms. We basically don't really need any of them. We don't need any of them. So let's go. We can now do hunting trophies. A decorator that sits neatly on your wall. Just kind of want to check that out. Let's exit. And then build menu. Decorations. Wall ornaments. It's only one. So it's only one that you get. That is kind of the point. I was wondering if it was gonna be like a couple. It would be cool if the bosses that you could defeat would actually, you could hang their, like, you get a wall trophy like this, like a plain wall trophy. But once you actually defeat a boss, you could use that head from that boss to actually hang on your wall. That would mean that this would actually be like pretty cool. But yeah, it's just one ornament, guys. It might look good. We'll have to check it out later. So there we go. That was the bear. Like I said, not really that interesting of a fight, guys. So the next one on our list, who the hell is that one? That is gonna be, was, if we remember correctly, that is gonna be Bedrock Pass, known for its rich gem veins and wandering mountain guardians. So we are gonna head home. We are gonna pick up a couple buffs for this one, the spell power and the attack power buff, and then head to Vampire Waygate and the Bedrock Pass and defeat the next V-boss. So the way into Bedrock Pass, guys, is actually right next to the Vampire Waygate, right? And this is also where we should be able to find the next V-boss, and that would be Terra the Geomancer. So let's see where we can find her. And of course, we got these Skull Golems that kind of want to wreck our face. We got a lot of AoE. I'm gonna keep my special a little bit. Nope. Got a stun. Recast. That means we can do it again. Blam. Yeah, we now do need to take care of recasts. And a bunch of stone, bunch of wood. Let's pick everything up. And let's keep on moving. And there's gonna be a bunch of these, like, gem deposits here as well. So if you actually want to farm this out, like, this is a really good spot to actually farm the regular mist stones and everything else that drops here. You can see there's already another one over here. And it doesn't really, like, you can feel the difference in, like, having the regular iron mace and then having the upgraded version. And another one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna farm these at the end, guys. There's another one here. Another one here. You can see they're pretty plentiful. Another one. So, yeah, really good farm if you wanna go for the gems. But we are here for the boss. And here she is, Terra the Geomancer, 53. So, she is closer to my level. Let's buff up a little bit. There we go.
I am the unstoppable force.
You sound Russian. Alright, she becomes pretty big. There's a bunch of AoEs, and then we kind of need to defeat these guys to actually start attacking her again. As you can see, they're really not that much of an issue. There we go. Now we should be able to attack her again. Let's go hard. There we go. Oh. Let's go again. Try to go for... Ah, missed me. Knock her back. Oh. Ah, she did hit. 77 is actually a pretty big damage that she's doing. We already got her half, guys. Let's avoid. We got these little guys. And they actually got them knocked back as well. You. Let's avoid. 36 damage here. Dodge. Here we go. Let's heal up. Now you do have the time to actually heal up with Terra here. It's a really slow boss. Free cast. Let's do it again. Love free casts. Max health. So yeah, you're looking at like the chaos that I'm doing on the boss, like the damage over time, is actually still healing me. Look at this. Almost perfect. That's one down. Now you can break down the stones, but I don't really see a need for breaking down the stones. There we go. Nope. Dodge out of that one. 17 seconds to special. Let's avoid. Blam, blam, blam. Yup. Small riffraff again. Yeah, I would consider Terra to be one of the easier bosses to do, guys. And let's go hard. Blam! Dead she is.
I have been moved.
You have been moved? Really? Is that... Are those your last words? I've been moved. Oh, it's pretty funny. We're going from... Yeah, look at that. We're going from Blood Moon into regular.
Acquired.
And... Penance of the Warlock. That is a... Ah, she drops a book for the study. Okay. And an Solid Heart. Pretty good. As well. The blood. There we go. So now we can actually go home and craft the gem cutting table. And actually check out obsidian. A dense dark mineral. Refined at the gem cutting table. And we can make the increased gems as well. So yeah, like I said before, guys, I'm gonna basically farm up all the gems that I can here. We got 2 deposits over here. So why wouldn't I, right? And I'll bring you guys... Really? I cannot... Oh, through the side here. And I'll bring you guys back once we are placing some spell tables. Spell tables? Some crafting tables. Why am I got spells in my head? The one run through, guys. Let's quickly check how many we actually got while we stand here. So 5 regular gems, regular rubies. We got 1 emerald, 4 amethysts, 2 mists, 5 sapphires, 4 topaz. So a couple crude ones, and then a couple gem dust. So definitely not a bad spot if you're like, okay, I'm in desperate need of gemstones. Like, you can come here. I'm not really sure what the respawn time is. I think it's between 45 minutes and an hour. But like every hour you can basically come to this place and pick up some crucial gemstones, right? And I'm not really sure in the higher zones like Silverlight Hills if we actually have like an area that is specifically able to find high-level gems 24/7. Like, I cannot really remember that. Once I come across it, I'll probably say it. And we also got a little spell, guys. So let's quickly... Spell book. Oh, we got a special one. Okay, so we got Spectral Guardian. Shields allies in an area for 125%. Their spell power inflicts weaken. And we got Wisp Dance. Dealing 60% weapon damage. Leeching 30% health. And inflicting weaken. It says leeches health, but it doesn't say that is gonna... Well, leech health kind of means that it's gonna give you 30% of the leech that it's doing, right? Yeah, I'm still a fan of Chaos Barrage. It just does so much damage. Well, hey, we might as well unlock it, right? Oh, let's teleport home. Let's build some chill crafting stations. Okay, so we got the artisan table here. But there is gonna be another table, right? So if he would do something like this, then the gem cutting table, maybe like this, because there is gonna be, yeah, that's kind of lined up. If you look at the bosses, Fee Blood, we need to equip a weapon. I always forget that. General Cassius, no. Back. Raziel? Yeah, Raziel had the jewel crafting table, guys. That's something you place in the corner. Like, we might actually place like a jewel crafting table in this corner and then one in this corner. Kind of to line it up, right? But yeah, right now we have a gem cutting table. Let's check out what we can actually make. So, obsidian is gem dust, radium alloy, and radium alloy. That's actually pretty expensive. Radium alloy and scorch stone. We can also do greater stitching shards and 3 scorch stones. So that is a little bit cheaper. And we can look at this. So we can also make greater stitching shards out of the regular stitching shards. I always knew that this has to be like one of the options. Like even the second I found like the lower stitching shards and I find a higher one, a greater one, and a regular one, I was like, you probably can craft these regulars into higher. So 9, and we already have the 4. So we are 25% cheaper and 25% faster. 20 seconds, 9 for 1. Doesn't seem all that much. We are missing 1. Insert 4 regular gemstones of any color to combine them into a flawless one. So we can now do the crude ones into regular ones. That is already pretty good. Now, the only use that I'm seeing so far for obsidian is the siege golem. But siege golem is not something that we kind of need, because that's PvP, right? Allowing you to break into stone structures. So that's basically demolishing other people's bases. But we don't need that. So it might be possible that we might not actually have to craft like obsidian ever. Still, it's pretty useful. Greater stitching shards. We got regular gemstones. Later on, we got flawless ones. So we definitely have some recipes that we can use in this one, right? Okay, let's put everything away, guys. Let's put these away in the right box. That is flawless. No, that's the wrong box. Why are you guys not telling me this? It's like this, right? Yeah, there we go. We got crude ones, and these. We got our dusts, and then a bunch of raw materials that we kind of need to place as well. And that means we are kind of done in our base, and it means we can go for the next boss. Now, Raziel, head of the heart of the Dunley Monastery. Dunley Monastery, that is gonna be over here. But it's the Church of Luminescence. And we probably are gonna... Well, let's first mount up. We're probably gonna need some holy resistance if I remember correctly. Set mount up, not close the door. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I think we need holy resist for that. Are we able to make holy resist? I do believe so. Here. Alchemy table. Holy resist. So we need sunflowers, grave dust, and empty glass bottles. That's actually pretty easy. Let's take half. There we go. Let's make a couple, right? Then sunflowers. Gonna need to go back up for that. And while we're at it, I don't think I actually farmed my flowers yet since I logged in. So they should be kind of ready to be farmed. And that means I get some seeds again and can expand my farm more and more. There are some farms that are done. Like we are done with the morning lilies, as you can see. And then we are done with our cotton as well. Bleeding hearts, we definitely still need to expand. And there is one more flower that we kind of need to... I can't remember it, but it's one that grows in Silverlight Hills. Definitely need to upgrade that one. Or start farming that one, so I can actually get some seeds from that. We get any... No seeds so far. So what I usually do is I place like 2 empty inventory slots. And then basically seeds always get placed in your inventory slots. And it's a really easy way. Yeah, there we go. So sunflower seeds, as you can see, they're instantly placed in here. And that's how I can see that I actually have like seeds for any of the new herbs. So let's place these in here because we don't really need them. That is filled. And I'm kind of waiting on the flower, like I said, from Silverlight Hill to fill this up. And then we basically have 1 row of each, right? And then blood roses. And there we go, 6 already, or 3 already. And I'm gonna fill this one completely up with blood roses. There we go. Perfect. And
I cannot build here.
let's line them up further. And slowly but surely, our garden isn't as big as the previous seasons. But it's big enough for the production that I need, right? And I kind of like my garden. Like, it's small, it's simple, but I kind of like it. And I'm kind of feeling like maybe some parts of my castle are kind of like too big. And I kind of... Rift incursion, world event starting in 4 minutes. Okay. I got a commentary on my previous video as well. And thank you for that. He kind of spoiled it a little bit. But I'm still happy that he kind of spoiled it. Because he was saying, like, at the end of Rift incursions, there's going to be bosses. So I'm really looking forward to that right now. Seeing how, like, which bosses there are. And how it works. And if it's maybe new bosses or bosses that we already know. And then... Well, basically, he also said that we could extend the timer that the incursions would last. So we might actually make the event simpler than it is. A little less time restriction, right? And what we needed sunflowers. I'm going all over the place again. So sunflowers, let's go in here. Wrangler, no. Garlic, no. Well, let's make up a bunch. Let's make up 10. There we go. That way I should have more than enough. Let's place this one over here. This one over here. And I'm gonna empty my inventory in the meanwhile while we wait on the potions to be crafted. And there we go. We picked up 2 out of the 8 that we already crafted. It should be more than enough. Because they last 60 minutes now as well. So that's really, really good. The sun did just hit us. So I'm gonna head to the Vampire Waygate, guys. Kind of wait till nighttime hits before I kind of head off towards the next boss. We've got around 50% of our blood left, so we should have more than enough. And yeah, Deadly Monastery, let's see. Let's equip our weapon. So we are able to see. So Raziel is next. Okay. South, very close. So yeah, he's right behind the coral. And then I think for the next episode we might actually, because I don't think we have time left in this episode. General Cassius the Betrayer, 57, might actually go for him. Octavia might go for him. And then yeah, we already have a couple levels 60, 61, 63. And these are Gloomrods, right? The Spider Queen, no. Ben the Old Wanderer, no. Falrot, that is Falrot. Soul Taker, Angram the Purifier, Ziva the Engineer, Domina the Blade Dancer, North, far away. Are they Gloomrod? I think a couple are cursed forest, and there might actually be gloom rods in between them as well. So yeah, we still definitely have a couple bosses. We still don't have the whip, guys. Like, the whip is such a new weapon, and I kind of want to have it, but apparently it's locked behind a V-boss, and he's eluding me. So we might actually have to check out in the next episode if we can try to track him down as well. Alright, let's drink. No, that's Blood Rose. Why did I drink Blood Rose? There we go. Hold and resist 1 hour. Yeah, that's better. Let's start heading inside, guys. This doesn't seem to be any good blood type here. Let's still pick up everything they drop, though. Might be useful. Scholar 5%. Scholar 1%. We kind of want to... Like, it's actually... You have this, like... Where is it? Is the Bloodmend one? The Blood Hunger one, right? We can actually see, like, what percentage they're at. You don't really need that one, though. Let's turn it back off. Because if you look at the NPCs, there might be NPCs that glow, like, red on their own. And once they glow red, you know, like, okay, that's going to be a higher tiered NPC. Earlier than that, you don't really look at them at all. So 75% Scholar, but he's still not red. A rogue, is she... I think he's in here. I think we can kind of avoid everything except for the 2 guards in here. Pick up. Do it again. I love precasts. There we go. Nice. Now we do kind of wanna... Did we already pull him? We already pulled him. Yeah, we do wanna kind of destroy everything so we can... Yeah, he's already attacking, guys. And he's hurting a lot. Kind of want to clear out the stage for me a little bit. We've got time. Now these pillars we cannot. They're good. You, that's not. Precast. Let's do it again. Let's use this for dodge. Let's heal up. Now we have like room to play with, right? We can avoid a couple shots. Do it like this. Get a heavy attack in. Yo! Blink away from that. We kind of need to get rid of these because they kind of slow us down. Get out of there. Nice. Get rid of this one. Because he's going to set those up constantly everywhere. Good dodge back here. Let's destroy that one. Nice. Let's destroy this one. Good. We're almost at full health. Yeah, look at that. Like every spell that we do, we're getting health back. We can go above our maximum health. He's already at a half. We're doing pretty well. It doesn't seem like we can interrupt him. Let's do it like this. Blam blam. 2 in 1 shot. Nice.
Kneel before the light.
Let's get our health back up. Nice. Precast. Watch that one. Oh, close one. Yeah, if you hit them, they basically slow you. Good dodge back. Precast again. Nice. Loving the precasts. Interrupt them. It doesn't seem like we can really interrupt that down. But he's already down. Like, this is just way too easy. Way too easy. It is easier.
This will not be the end.
Your faith is not gonna help you. It's not. It is the end.
I feel stronger.
Ooh. Overwhelming Great Maze. So yeah, we are starting to be, we're about to like head into the area where we're about to be getting these artifacts. Shattered weapons of a magical, shards of a magical weapon unusable in its current state. Bring to an ancestral forge to restore. Merciless iron mace, radium alloy, and greater blood essence. Yeah, we don't have the radium alloy yet. But you can see here like 5.9% spell life leech, spell critical strike chance, physical damage to minerals, and physical power versus the physical power that we have right now. So even if it's like a blue weapon, it's not like legendary yet. And already the abilities are already way better. Like 10.2% critical strike. I'm losing my words. It's 2 o'clock at midnight, so don't blame me. But yeah, spell critical strike chance, 10% increase. That's really good. Spell life leech, so even more spell life leech than we already have on top of the spell life leech we have from the blood type. And then from our gear as well, the weapon skill leech. So yeah, this is incredible. And we've got spell power and spell cooldown recovery rate. So being able to build out your character like this is definitely really, really cool. But I'm gonna wrap up. No, we're not gonna wrap it up. We got stuff to build at home. We've got a jewel crafting table to build, and check out what it actually does. And then next episode, yeah, we definitely we need to progress. We need to clear out all the bosses here in Dunley Farmlands so we can start going towards Gloomrot, right? And Silverlight Hills. Because I'm not really sure. Is Silverlight Hills lower than Gloomrot? I can't remember. Or are they the same tier? I'll figure it out later on. For now, we are... Well, it's nighttime. We're just gonna dodge through and head on over. Oh, there's pretty trees here, guys. So this might actually be a way better location to farm these trees than the other one. Okay, that is interesting. And we got a spell book. Which one? Blood one. Oh, okay. Sanguine coil. That is definitely, that was one of the, if I go for bosses and not, because basically the one I'm using right now, the setup is like really is good for AoE clear, right? It does a lot of damage, but if you really want to go bosses, Sanguine Coil. The cooldown is only 6 seconds. It's 3 charges. And it's basically another leech. Heals allies hit for 120%, but self of 30% of your spell power. And because of the increased spell power 20% that I'm getting from the Scholar Blood and the spell life leech, like Blood Coil becomes so freaking good. So we are definitely gonna set that one up. So spellbook, Blood Coil, unlock spell. Like, that is so good. If we're gonna face bosses that have no extra minions like we had right now in this fight, then we might actually get rid of this one and just put in Sanguine Coil. Like, it is so freaking good. That is nice. Okay, let's head on home, guys. And let's kind of, well, I think finish up our jewel crafting room. Because this is the last item that we need to place, right? For jewel crafting. Then we only need a little bit of research. And then jewel crafting is completely done. That is pretty cool. Okay. Okay, so jewel crafting table, we need 4 greater blood essence, 8 scorched stone, and 64 gem dust. Yeah, we have 370, more than enough. And like I said, this kind of fits nicely into the corner. So I do believe eventually, not right now, but eventually I'm gonna set up to just kind of make it aesthetically a little bit more pleasing. But jewel crafting table, guys. So now we can start like focusing on what spells are we actually using. And if we actually use those spells, we go to spell book. You can see here at the spell itself. Destructed Havoc, right? So we can slot these spells in. Right now we have increased projectile range and reduces cooldown by 9%. That's actually pretty good already. I would love to have a reduced cooldown. but then an increased damage. That would be pretty cool. I'm not really sure how many different buffs there are, but yeah, we can start gambling now, guys. The Chaos Folly, that is Aftershock. So it's this one, regular amnesty and iron ingots to actually start, well, like I said, gambling. And the floor is done, so yeah, think closely. There was one V-boss, right, that had a chest for me. Weapon storage, armor storage, jewel storage. So yeah, right now we are kind of using a regular chests to actually store our jewels in. And then the 3 chests over here. But I'm kind of thinking I might set up... I love the look of these chests, but they're just not useful. I kind of want to do this. But as you can see, I'm storing everything in these chill crafting chests. And I kind of want to have it set up where I just go over the chest, do this, just do this, just do that, just do that. That is still the fastest way to actually be able to store anything in your inventory, to empty out your inventory. And sadly enough, with these chests, the specific chests, it just doesn't work. It would be cool if you gave it a name like Flawless, and you would say store, that it would still only store everything that was flawless and not everything that has to do with jewelry. Anyway, guys, we are gonna end up this episode where we started it in our tailoring room. And, well, if you want to see more of my Let's Play here in V-Rising 1.0.7 or maybe even 1.0.8 next episode, who knows? Or any other game that I might be playing on my channel, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.